You're live and oh yeah, it's here. So I'm just going to check my audio by looking at my mobile. Testing my audio. Testing my audio. Perfect. So I have everything ready. Let me see. I have Claude running over here. Right, APIs are working. Open up my database management tool and have my water as well. So I think we are all geared up. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my channel and hope you guys are doing well. It's 26th January, so happy Republic Day to everyone. And today, what are we going to do? We are going to continue with our development, or rather the vibe coding. Um, a quick recap of what this whole series is. So I am building an Airbnb kind of an application. I have these designs in front of me, and the whole idea is to vibe code this entire application. However, there's a small twist. The thing is, I have a lot of experience with PHP, but I am not that comfortable with Python. I hardly have worked for about 6 months with Python. So, what I'm trying to do over here is see if I am able to build a application in Python, a largish application, and create the entire solution like how I would do with Laravel and PHP. Okay, so I will try to understand what are the places where I am facing issues, what are areas where I need to research on, and stuff around that. So the whole idea will be I'm not going to write code. I'm going to do vibe coding, but I'm going to bring my experience. I'm going to look at the best practices, see how things work, and based on that, we will move ahead. Okay. So this is the overall idea of this series, and this is, I would say, this is the third video. Um, I have these designs with me. If you see, this is again done using AI. I'm using Google's stitch.withgoogle.com. Okay, so this is my listing page of hotels. Okay, and this is my detail page of a hotel, and this will be my homepage. Okay, this will be a slider. Then we have this search based on locations and stuff. Heavily inspired from Airbnb, but yeah, it's a prototype, a POC to understand how things work. I have a GitHub organization set up over here, which has two repositories as of now. One is the API, the second is the client. The client, we haven't done anything yet on the client side. We will work on it eventually. Let's first look at the APIs, get them ready. Okay. So yes, we have done a little bit of code already. I have my, oh yeah, it was here. Right. So we have seen that in Python, a popular pattern is you have models, right? So we have our hotel model. Then we have repositories. So any interaction with the database will go through the repository. The repository can take help of the model, obviously. And then we have schemas. Schemas are, I would say, the kind of DTOs of Python. Yeah. Very similar to how in Laravel we have request classes and requests and responses. We have schemas because they validate your data object, and we have services. Services is the bridge. So the we haven't seen controller in here, but routes is where I will go as the last one. But we have controllers inside the routes file. It is doing the traffic policing work. It has the access to the services, not the repositories. So the routes will call the service. The service can have access to more than one repository, and it will get data, do data manipulation and stuff around that inside the service thing after getting the data from repository, and then present it to the API in a way we want. And obviously the last one is routes. So we have created the complete CRUD for our hotel. And today, the idea is to um, look at creating the um, CRUD for location. Okay, I have an entity for hotel and one entity for location because I understand that there can be chain of hotels, but that we want to support, and so this makes sense. So what I will do is start clear things out. This is all fine. Mm, Before that, I need a way to do linting and code formatting. So what's the most popular code formatting and linting tools for Python? Let's understand that. So coming from a Laravel background, we have things like Paint, we have um, Rector, and many other PHP Stan, these kind of things, which is a bit opinionated, but that they are required. Okay, so um, formatters. The most popular Python formatting and linting tools are Black, the most widely adopted opinionated formatter. Zero configuration enforces a consistent style. Rough. Okay, this is written in Rust and gives me both. For new projects, Rough is the trending choice since it replaces Black. This. Okay, so we will go with that. So give me a plan to implement Rough on our code base along with any rules that you would like to configure for a fast API SQL model based project. So let us scaffold the thing and then we will pass it on to Cursor to do the implementation. Um, okay. I think generally the code is formatted, but still it it does make sense to have something in place so that I can also have a workflow at some point working for me. Um, all right. While it's doing its thing, why don't you guys share a little bit about what is your um, understanding of vibe coding so far? What are certain things that you have done, and what are your observations? It is interesting to know how others are using these tools, what kind of challenges they are facing. So, I have been using AI based coding for quite some time, about about 8 to 10 months now, and what I have seen is you have to generate that balance for yourself. What is the ideal balance Um, okay, hold on. Based on my exploration, here's a comprehensive plan for implementing roof, I don't know, on this stay installation. Okay. UV add, and so I have one shortcut ACT, which is basically alias to activating the environment. Okay. And I'll copy this while it's doing its thing. So add this to a project toml. This is fine. These things will get automatically added. Make file integration, lint fix, format check, and install this uv run pre-commit install. Okay, so sounds like a good plan. Why don't you create a file for this inside docs folder as 01? I think we don't have any file as of now for plans. Yeah, on rough implementation.md. So this will give us the entire plan, and then we can work from there. Rule categories explained. B008 ignored. TCH type only imports to type checking blocks, reducing runtime overhead. Async catches async avec mistakes in fast API. Okay. S security checks. Okay. UP. Okay. FA annotations. I saw it. All right. Let's get that file there. And what I will now do is say that implement the plan mentioned in @01. Yes, let it do its thing. Okay, and while this is happening, I would like to create a new session, and I would like to work on the CRUD. Okay, so I'll first type that out. Okay, it has questions, is it? I should include phase 5 pre-commit hook or skip for now. Please confirm. Should I proceed with phase 4 formatting and linting fixes automatically or set up the configuration? Phase 5, go ahead and do that. Phase 4, yes, you can do that as well. So let it continue. Okay. So we don't have any questions as of now, but yes, guys, if you have any questions around the topic, the approach, feel free to comment, and we can discuss on that. Right. Now we need to also work on the CRUD for location. So we will continue with that. New entity. Okay. A hotel can. Okay. A hotel can have multiple locations. This is something which we would want to do. And ID. Name, description, slug, and we'll have to say follow the approach that we have taken for hotel, slug. Okay. Then we have address, latitude, longitude, city, state, oops, country. Then let's open our hotel model. Have contact email, contact phone. What is it trying to do? Okay, go ahead. All right. We need a boolean, so is active by default. Okay, so these are some configurations that right now I will have. Um, follow the architecture that we have mentioned in @docs slash architecture MD. Okay, and da, da, da. So I had a few things. Let me see. I had written them down as points. Plan the entire functionality into phases. Have test cases for each phase, and you should have phase and sub phase. Number them as phase 1, phase 1.1, 1.2, right? It's this for each subphase, which also works as the acceptance criteria. By the way, why is it running so many times? Maybe there were some issues. 12 files reformatted, 6 files left unchanged. Okay. And I think this is fine. We will start with this. UV run. No, I will not give UV run permissions. I have a feeling it can create problems, so I will not do that. And how can I? Whoa. This is a bit weird. Create a plan for the next feature. Let it do its thing. Okay. Again, there are some problems. What is it? Generic pagination wrapper schema. Here it did equals true directly to hotel is active. Interesting. Okay. We will review all the changes, so no problem there. and it is always, you know, I don't say suggest, and it's a good practice to understand every line of code that has been changed, because at some point you will have to debug your code, and if you don't understand what is happening, mm, you are going to have a big problem. Okay, so is it creating a GitHub hook for me? I think so. So it is dot pre-commit config.yaml. And where is it? It's rough cache. Um, okay, pre-commit config.yml. But where will it go? Let's see. UV run pre-commit install. UV run. I see. I'm not familiar with this. I'll have to ask it what this is. Repo. Let's see. Maybe I'll just do a DND rough pre-commit using rough with pre-commit to run rough linter and formatter via pre-commit. Add the following to your this. Okay, so this must be something which rough automatically picks up, is what I understand, and that's why uh, it has created that file. We can ask it. So is this a file that rough understands? I probably would get an answer as yes, but no. That commit is a YAML configured for pre-commit that defines which hooks, including rough, to run. So it has installed a package, I guess. These runs on Python file staging, this. If you want to validate YAML syntax of this, add a YAML validator hook. I don't want to do that. So who is executing it? Because if I am correct, GitHub expects the pre-commit tool reads this pre-commit tool, which basically means we must have installed a package. Project toml. Yes, we have a dev package, pre-commit. Then it makes sense. Yeah. Exclude common directories. Wow. So many things inside my project.toml. Why? Okay, let's ask. Is it common to have rough rules inside project toml file? Uh, yeah, for example, PHP Stan or Pint, right? They have their own files. Hmm. Okay. PEP 15 standard is standard place for Python tool configuration. Single file keeps project. Okay, fine. That is also a good thing. I mean, from one file, you understand what are the packages, what are the configurations for formatting and everything. So fair enough. I mean, let's see. So added this make integration. So what are the make file commands that were added? We had help, we had rollback. So now we have lint fix, format check. Okay, which basically means we'll go over that later on. Make it says it has made those changes, but I don't see them. Make lint. Okay, but I don't see them. Uh, when I run make, I don't see the help for. I don't see the uh, new commands coming in the make help section. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, the documentation should be there. It cannot be hidden inside this make file just like that. So yeah, I mean, ideally it should cover that. Mm, okay, yeah. Now they are added. So make format is fast. I mean, this is exceptionally fast. Now we have some changes in our repository. Yeah, this is the code change that I was looking at. Okay, fair enough. If it is working, then I don't have a problem. This is inside get paginated. So okay, it does work. So we will look at it later. Mm, okay, both those places things have been removed. This is the third one done. Then we have the schema. It removed this. Okay. And what is it doing? Okay. Base model generic T. Instead, it has done a T over here. I haven't understood this part, so I'll have to ask. Why this change was made. Because initially we had base model and then a generic T. Now this is a different format. Mm-hmm. It's taking a bit of time, but what does it say? The change this uses Python 12 3.12 plus generic parameters. Why this change? Modern Python syntax, your project requires 3.12 plus. So you can use this. The old way would have been this. Okay, so it removed that type and just have this. Understood. Okay, we can move ahead because now I understand what is happening. Pre-commit is fine. Amen. And the make file. Okay. So I guess we have implemented Rufus. Was there a rough, not Rufus, sorry. And yeah, hash 4. We will make a commit for this because this is an interim step. I want it to be there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, while it is doing its thing, we will need to go back to Claude because that's where we were planning our location CRUD API. Okay. Nowadays, at random times, it just gets stuck. So, what happened? It should change so that I can at least start the work. Let's read what Claude has to say. All right, here we go. Mm, one-to-many relationship. So hotel can have multiple locations. Following the existing with this architecture pattern. So it understood that. Then primary key, auto-generated hotel, foreign key, name. Description is string. I'll change it to text later on. Okay. Uh, address, latitude, longitude, city, state. Deleted it. Okay, fine. Yeah, it got the soft delete. Now, which ones are required? So name is required. Slug auto generated. Address is required. Lat long is optional. City, state, country, contact phone number, email is optional. Yes, is active. True. Yeah, got it right. Pretty much. So now phase one, database layer. Let's understand what it is doing. All fields specified above. Foreign key, relationship back reference. Okay. Test cases. Model can be instantiated with required fields. Validates required fields. Model accepts optional fields. Is active. Defaults to. Delete. Defaults to. Hotel ID is required. Yes. Update hotel model relationship. Yeah. That's done. Now, test cases. Hotel has location relationship. Accessing hotel dot locations. Yes, these are the one to many and the inverse relationship, which is great. It has understood that and properly articulated it, and it is also going to write the tests for that. Model will be created in 1.3. Oops, sorry. Um, make migration message create location stable. Ensure location is imported. Okay, this is all fine. Test cases, acceptance criteria. Migration file is generated with correct schema. Make migrate runs without errors. You know, I have created the test cases, but the thing is, I haven't done a setup for tests, and we haven't written tests for our hotel APIs as well. We have to do that. Okay. Schema layer. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So this is the create. Oh, again, it has the read Oh, perfect. It got that. You see, location read, I mean, for create and update, it does have that. But for read, it said that it excludes ID, contact phone number, email, deleted it for privacy. I mean, this is, in context decision making, because Claude understood that in hotel I have followed a similar pattern, so it created the plan keeping in mind about those things. This is really great. Yeah. um, Sport schemas. Yeah. Create location repository in it. Create get by slug, get paginated, get by hotel. Yes. Count by hotel. I don't need count by hotel actually. I will need that maybe. Fine. Slug exists. Update. Soft delete. All correct. Mm-hmm. Never commit transactions. Okay. Test cases will be there. Repository. Okay. All so far so good. I'm quite happy with what it got. And then create list locations, list by hotel, get slug, business logic. Yes, this is all good. Update hotel repository. Then this is fine. Routes layer. Now this is more about code and things. So clear context or not? Yes. Uh, uh, has it started implementing it? It won't. I don't think so. Let me also read the supporting file. Okay. I'll stop it if required. I mean, I just want to create the plan for now. Uh, Chirag is asking currently you are on which plan of Cloud Code? I am using the Pro plan, the $20 plan which they have. Okay, it has started writing code. Okay, I should have asked it to create the plan, but nevertheless, okay, and we can continue with both approaches. At the end, it's, you know, the code is being written by AI, so at least that has not changed. Hmm. Let's wait for it, and then we will understand what changes are being made. By the way, which option got fired in here? I don't know. I actually wanted to first create the plan as an MD file, but looks like it will not do that. It will complete the entire thing. However, I don't understand why. Okay, the ones which are completed are going below. So we have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is okay. Okay. Chirag says, okay, I am currently using Cursor. I am tempted to purchase that subscription as well just because of the models Anthropic provides. Yes, Chirag. I have Cursor with me for more than 6 months now. It's good. It's really good. It does great code generation, and every day I can see improvements happening. They have created a wonderful development experience. So it's a great tool, yes. However, I have seen that there is some merit in what Anthropic models come up with, the code architecture and things. uh, okay, make migration. Yeah. So while sometimes I do end up writing a lot of code using Claude, but what I typically um, follow as a workflow is I would do all the planning and thing with Claude. Okay, I feel comfortable there. Um, Although I do use the plan mode of cursor as well, but on certain areas where I'm not very confident, I will always go back to Claude. I feel that's a little better in terms of the model's capabilities. And once I have the plan ready, okay, the details in which Claude generates the plan for you, any, I would say any code editor will, AI generator will be able to not do the do the thing. So that's what my typical thing is. So I can you know um, do a lot more coding without worrying about Claude. um, I would say, like, hitting its limits in terms of the session limits, right? And yeah, because cursor practically is gives you unlimited um, completions. I always have my cursor on composer 1. No, it should have been in auto. Wow. Okay, I don't know how this changed, but I would typically keep this in auto, and it would generally do well. Uh, yes, Chirag. So that was the idea. And Zen0076 is here. Hey, hi Zen. How are you doing? Um, and yeah, hope you are enjoying the content. Thanks for coming back again. Um, where were we? UV run. Okay, if you have done so many things, why don't you complete the entire task? And let's see. What does it say? UV run Python C from main, import app, print app loaded successfully. Okay, it's doing certain checks. Okay, let it go ahead and do that. I should implement a testing framework. Otherwise, it will be very irritating and problematic to move ahead, because if you don't have tests and you are generating so much code, it it is a bit difficult. UV run raw format app. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Mm, so Chirag, just a quick question for you. S- on what technology you are using cursor, and what is your take on the capabilities of cursor, your experience with cursor. um, if you can share a little bit of that, that will be helpful for me, and also for the others who are watching the video right now and going to watch the video later. So yeah, I mainly work on Laravel inertia applications. Okay. And have you, I mean, I have tried also inertia with Laravel, and I have seen that the overall experience that we get with, especially if you're on herd, right, on Windows and Mac, they have herd. So if you have that MCP, If you have context 7 and you have the boost MCP with you, wow, that thing is an amazing experience. I mean, with Cursor on that stack, I never go back to cloud because I know what I need to do. I am mostly telling Cursor exactly what is required. And yes, you know, everything just clicks. There's no very rarely I have seen where it goes off track in a way. So yes, I mean things that Boost has come up with and these MCPs are able to do on that particular stack, Inertia, React, and Laravel, mind-boggling. And that starter kit is next level. It allows me to so quickly prototype things. Okay, Zen is saying the AI tools have been really helpful as our organization has also given us full access to Cursor now. Seems like that the direction we are headed as time becomes the most important factor now. Yes, Zen. Yes, I understand, and your organization, I would say, is on the right track because uh, there was a time I remember some people would say that they went for an interview, they were given a test, and they were not given internet connection, and we would like, what, you can't Google, you can't do Stack Overflow, I mean, what is the point? And we would debate that if you want a developer to be successful, do you want him to memorize the entire documentation, or is it you are relying on his debugging skills, his ability to find solutions, looking at different articles, approaches, and everything, right? So I feel that pattern, it will continue, but the tools have changed. Previously we were saying that when the internet is required, now we are saying a good developer, you should give him AI tools, the tools that he is comfortable with, and then see what he is capable of. Because writing code is now a commodity. Anyone can write code using these AI tools. The best, the thing that makes difference is how good are you with that, art of writing good code through AI. Yeah. Okay. We have locations. We don't have new locations. We'll have to create one. So, pa, 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 pa. Um, oh, by the way, Zen007 says that yes, I agree. Our organization conducts interviews and allows the person to use the tools and evaluate on the type of prompts they have used to solve the problems. That's great, Zen. That's good to know. I strongly felt that this is something which will come up, but your organization is already doing it. It's it's an example, or I think it's a testament that yes, organizations who are um, forward thinking are already adopting these changes. Because if you don't adopt these changes, you are lagging behind. Um, Good luck, buddy. I mean, that's good to hear. Thanks for sharing those insights. That really um, makes sense. Thank you. Okay, we have hotel. We will use Hotel Mountain View, and we will create two locations for that. Okay, try it out. Hotel name Mountain View Lonavala. Beautiful hotel. Something like that. Tiger Point. Oh, sorry, that's not Tiger Point. That's Lions Point. Uh, oh yes, actually, Chirag, thanks. Completely forgot. Come up with some dummy data, and um, let's see what it comes up with. I would be interested in the latitude and longitude. We have that, right? Okay. Where is it? Wow. Now, this is that one moment where I would say I would have finished it by now, but that's fine. Let it plan its thing. Anyways, we are doing vibe coding, so uh, it does make sense, but it's strange. Um, I expected it to complete it a bit faster. How many is it doing? Oh, it is creating a dummy locations.json. Hmm. I should have told, like, restricted to maybe five. Nevertheless, we have some data points, and I'll later on create a seeder as well. But Sunset Beach Resort, Baga Beach Road, Kalangut and North Goa. Not bad, huh? Not bad. This is this is quite a thing. I could have created one more API which takes bulk. I'll save this one as well. I'm just collecting these because when I have that automation in place, mm, uh, and this will be helpful. But yeah, I will save this dummy data as well. Then now that we have generated it, why not, right? Oops, where is it? Okay, and one for hotel too. Wow, fair enough. DB locations. How are things coming up? One, and two. Name, description, slug. Let's see. Okay. Address. Okay. Latitude, longitude. I think this one is dicey. I'm not sure if it is accurate, but fine. State Maharashtra, Goa, Rajasthan, India. Fine. Everything is okay. Deleted are null. So now it's time to review our code. We are at 53 minutes, which is fine. Um, mm, mm, mm. Move the dummy into the docs folder, please. Okay. Yes, auto could be. Yeah. So no new comments. Let me now see file by file and keep adding things. So we have hotel. Mm, this is, I think, part of rough. This is not what was added, but yes, that import was from apps model location import location. Yeah, fine. Then we have the location relationship. Locations is an equivalent of list location relationship back populates hotel. Okay, fine. Um, so this can go location.py. This is a new file. If type checking, then this. Otherwise, we have table name, ID, primary key, hotel ID, foreign key. We have an index. Great. Name, description, slug. address, latitude, longitude, city, state, country, contact phone. Yep. Okay. We can close this one as well. Then we have hotel repository has some changes. So get by ID, get hotel by ID. It will be required for those APIs, so which is fine. So it is doing statement equals to select hotel where hotel ID equals hotel ID, getting from the argument where hotel is active. Okay. Increment location. This is part of hotel, which is correct. So it takes the hotel ID, selects the hotel, if hotel, location count +1. Takes the hotel, location -1. Okay. Although it's an edge case, but this should not go below 0. We should keep that condition in place so that we don't have a negative number of locations. I mean, there can be bugs, we will fix them, but at least on the UI front, we should not shout to the user we have a bug. Okay, so yeah. All right. This is the repository. Let it complete that. Right. So if hotel location max count 0, max 0, or hotel dot location -1. Okay. So there's a max, like there's seal. I think seal in PHP. We have max argument 1, 2, max value with a single iterable argument returns its biggest item. The default keyword only argument specifies an object that returns fine. So basically either 0 or any other number. So if the any other number is more than 0, that will be returned, otherwise 0 will be returned, which makes sense. So fine, let's approve it and move ahead. We have location, repository, create. It will take the model. Okay, add, get by slug, defer this, perfect, where location slug is this. Okay, and yeah, this is one record, so fine. Get paginated, order by ID, which is done. Offset, and these things are so Chirag is asking, this migrations in Python is by Fast API. So yes, Fast API has ORM, an ORM called SQLModel. Okay, so this is the basic Fast API thing, and I think they mention it somewhere. I mean, I know it's SQL model, but no, I thought they had mentioned somewhere SQL model. SQL model. Anyways, yeah. So this is github.com fast API / SQL model. So it's the same creator. Tiangolo, whatever is the name. So yes, they have this package. And what SQL model does is it's the ORM, but it doesn't have the migration. So we are using the Alembic package for migration. Okay. So yeah, unlike Laravel, here we are relying on already one, two, three packages for a very uh, core part of our application: the basic framework for APIs, the ORM, and the migration. And we haven't yet touched the seeder and the factories, which we will need. Okay, get by hotel. Location, get by hotel, it takes the hotel ID, offset, and okay, so this is a list. Location, where hotel ID, active, order by location ID, fine. Count is also fine. Count by hotel, it takes the same count, one more condition. Okay. Slug exist, it is required. Update, it should have a util thing as well, right? Maybe somewhere. No? Okay, we'll check that. Soft delete. So in soft delete, it does location is active as false. Deleted at timestamp is there. Session add. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead. And then the dummy data can go. envpy. We'll look at the small files first. Okay. This one is straightforward. This is added. This is how the thing is set up. We will need why this was added. Context, configure, create engine. Context.configure connection equals connection. Target metadata, target metadata. Where is target metadata? So I understand this change from Alembic import context. Why is this required? And moreover, what is this for? What is this change and why is this required? Oh, I don't want to pollute the context of this session. So what I'll do is again select. Yeah. Let's understand what is happening, why this code was written. Connection equals connection, which context.configure. I'm not able to understand what is this context.configure. With context, begin transaction, context, run migrations. So yeah. Why? Give me some answers. Connection management. Connection returns a connection object. The with statement, okay, ensures the connection is closed after migrations, even if an error occurs. Alembic requirement. Alembic's context configure needs an active connection in online mode to inspect the current database schema, compare it with target metadata, generate SQL. Transaction handling. The connection is used by the nested begin transaction. Okay. Alternatively, the older pattern. Why pool null? Line 73 uses pool class null. To avoid connection pooling during migration, which is recommended for Alembic to prevent stale connections. This pattern ensures proper connections. Okay. So this is, but this is something which, if I'm not wrong, added by, this is added by Claude. Is it? Not sure. Okay. It has something to do with pooling, which I understand because, you know, when you're running the migrations, that connection should already be there. My video is kind of going in circles. I hope the stream health is saying this is right. So I don't know. At least things are working. So fine. We will go ahead with that. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? Main.py. I think that model must have, yeah, the routes have been added at this file. I have a new migration. Mm-hmm. Revision identifier. ID. This name description. Okay. So far, so good. Go ahead. Then schemas and routes. First, look at the routes. So we have the 4 schemas. We have the create, update, read, and index response. Fine. So this is my index response. Location index response. It only gives me 1. This is the create. So it has that particular model validate. Get an individual one. Perfect. This is the update. We need to test the update, by the way, and then the delete. Okay. Schemas, let's quickly look at that. This should be straightforward. Hotel ID. This is base model. And then we are extending a name, description. Create will require that. So fine. Update will require that as well. Read doesn't have those. So yeah, this can go. And now the service. So service has a few methods. It has the create. So location create, it should have that transaction as well. Get hotel repo, get by ID, and gets the hotel. Okay. It is checking whether the hotel exists or not in the schema. Oh no, it's in the service. Okay. Wonder if we have any validation packages, strong packages. Let's ask Claude. From the request. Not need to implement it right now. The reason I am worried is it is doing a call over here. Okay, it's a query. Then it will again do the query over here. And I mean, uh, the query cannot be saved for sure, but at least this check, right now, this exception is in my service layer. It is polluting it. I could have done it in the request. That's what I understand. Maybe it's not the pattern with Python. I'll have to check that. But in Laravel, I would typically have this in the exist, something which I have done in the past. Like if I show you, why don't we do that? Expense manager. Okay, just getting a little off track, but I think it is important to understand the concept and why it is required. So, I have this expense manager where we can add transactions and record our expenses and stuff like that, and store transaction request. Let's come over here. It gives me an account ID, category ID. Perfect. Now I need to check whether the account that is coming, account ID which is coming, is whether that account ID belongs to that user or not. And um, the ownership of that account by that user also. So if you see, there's a with validator hook where we can get in. I will check the account whether it is available. Okay, if it is not, then we are raising a validation error. We validate the ownership. Again, if we don't get it, we give a validation error. But this whole thing is part of the request class. So what happens is, if you go to my controller, this is index, show, update, create, store. Yeah. Can you see? I don't have too much logic in there. I have the auth user, the validated request. I'm pulling the category and account from the context. That's it. And then I call the action. Done. No, no major code, no exceptions being raised, those kind of things. So, yeah. Okay. Location equals this, and then we do a create. Fine. Now it is doing the increment. And then there's the commit, the refresh, and then return. List locations. You can also move the context binding to the request to make it further slim. Yes, I can. We can move it to the. Hold on. You can also move the context binding to the request. Do you mean to say the route model binding? That's how you are trying to do that? If I initially thought you were talking about that, Chirag. Wow, so many bikes going today because of the long weekend. List locations. List locations. It will take a paginated thing, and yeah, that's correct. Get paginated data. This is all good. List by hotel. It will take the hotel ID. Get hotel repo. Get by ID. Gets the hotel. And then locations repo. Get by hotel. Yeah, count. Both are required. Perfect. Get by slug. If no location. Yeah, correct. So it directly makes a call to the repository. If it doesn't find it, then it's not there. Update model dump is there. Exclude unset. These things are required. Set attributes. Very stable code. This is the delete and perfect. So I think we are done. Our hotel API took about 1.5 hours. This one took 1 hour 15 with a lot of chit chat. So I think we are good. Um, you know, this is typically how much time it should generally take in a live session. As I said in my previous video as well, if I was doing this without talking, it would have taken maybe 15-20 minutes or maybe half an hour less. But that's the speed. However, you know, the the time that went on in creating the CRUD uh, is not in generating the code. You see, I had to plan, I had to read through the plan that was given to me, and then the time went in code review, and that's that is required, for any application to go to production. So things are looking good. We can formally say we have one more thing completed, which is location CRUD API. Um, let me run my make file things. Make lint. There's a problem. Make lint fix. Let me see if it fixes it. Okay, perfect. Make format. 23 files left unchanged. Oh, I should have done check. No problem. And make check will do all the checks one shot. Perfect. That has done lot of good things. There was a commit, is it? No, there wasn't. So fine, should not be a problem. And closes hash 2. Will it again take a lot of time? Show command output. Oh, let me do one thing. Git add dot. Now it should work. Huh. Credentials. Looks like I haven't asked it to remember it. I'll do it later. Can't do it right now. Okay. But yeah, guys, this is what I had in mind. We have done two major things. One, I have worked on the linter and formatter implementation. That's the first thing that we touched upon. And then we completed the entire location CRUD. We have this. Oh, we need to test. Sorry. Pa, 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 pa. Location put slug. So hotel ID 2. This is Heritage Palace Udaipur. Mm-hmm. And Rajasthan 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'll directly look into the database. I do get that. And then let me try get location by slug. Yep. This is working. Hotel ID. Okay, why not? Hotel 1 should have 2 hotels. Perfect. And what else? Delete. Yeah. Execute. 204. Perfect. And we have is active 0 and deleted it as a timestamp. So testing done, everything is good. Um, kind of completes the video for today. This is what I was planning to cover. Let me know what is your um, overview about this. What is your feeling about the whole vibe coding thing? What are certain things that you are planning to do yourself? And I'm feeling quite comfortable as of now with Python. We have our basic APIs ready. I I think in my next video, which probably I can even do it today evening for maybe half an hour or an hour, kind of a thing, where I will try to get this basic design into place. Okay, I'll take that HTML, try to shuffle things around and do some mocks on a simple Next.js application so that we are able to interact with the API. So let's see how things go. We haven't yet solved the problem of OAuth. I'll have to read up a little bit. I have done videos on that, but I have kind of forgotten. So I'll refresh it a little more and then come back on that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we had for today. Hope you like this video, guys, and the overall theme of this series, which is vibe coding, a complete Airbnb kind of a thing. Um, if you like this video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, guys. Bye.